Hi, my name is Viviana Jesse. You know me as the face and the creative director behind Chef Lifestyle. I've been running Chef Lifestyle for 3 years now. Hooray! As part of this big milestone, I'm launching a 4-part series where I share everything I have learned as a food blogger in hopes to inspire anybody out there who is in the food blogging industry or wants to come into the food blogging industry. First lesson I learned is education never stops. And I had to start with this because I am somebody that is always learning, and I feel like me being in that position where I always want to learn has really impacted on my growth because every day I'm discovering new things, every day I'm learning new things. I'm learning new ways to take photography, take videos, cooking techniques, learning about business aspects of food blogging. This has had a huge impact on the work that I do. I would definitely say that no matter the field that you are in, make learning a lifelong goal and it will take you so far. The second thing I'll also talk about is in this episode is that you need to just start. I know that this is something that everybody says. You hear this everywhere. Everybody's like, start, and you're like, I can't just start, right? But it's actually good advice. I believe in learning by doing. You want to accumulate all the information in the world. You want to buy all the gadgets, all the camera, all the gear. You want to get all the, I don't know what you're looking for, what you're actually waiting for. What are you waiting for, madam? I don't know what is holding you back, right? Maybe it's the fear of people judging you. Maybe it's just sometimes people are just perfectionists. We want things to look a certain way before we put it out there. And sometimes being a perfectionist can actually delay a lot of the things you are doing. Because trust me, the video you are going to be posting in the next 6 months is definitely going to be different from what you're going to post today, in a good way, because by the next 6 months you've learned new things, because you've applied the knowledge and you've realized the ones that works, the ones that do not work, the ones that you need to adjust. No matter the amount of information you learn now, or no matter the gear that you buy right now to start, you wait to start, you are still going to start from scratch. You're still going to learn in the process. So why not start with that one phone you have? Why not start with that room that you're living in now? Why not start with that one cookware and that one oven that you have in your house that you can actually start doing something? By the time you have the money to get like the bigger stuff that you need, you have gained some knowledge, you have gained some experience, and it's actually going to come out better. If you followed me from a long, like when I started, a studio is something that I've always wanted. I used to film at a balcony at my hostel, and it was like the most hectic thing ever. When I came back home after school, I used to film in my room. Sometimes I'll film in my room, and then after cooking, my room would just be filled with food, and I will have to wait for a while to sleep because like the room is just filled with food, the aroma of food. It was hectic. It wasn't easy, but I didn't see that I'm going to wait and see here till I get a studio before I continue or start creating content. I started from what I had and I was able to get more. Even the Bible says that to those who use what they have, more will be added to them when we talk about the parable of the sower, right? So start with what you have. You don't know the opportunities that would even come from you starting. Finally, in today's episode, I'm going to talk about one thing that is a virtue. We always say that patience is a virtue, but are we really patient? I'm somebody that is training myself to be patient because I'm not the most patient in a lot of situations where I don't have control. I always want to have control over things, so sometimes it can make me very impatient. When I'm coming into this field, know that it's not a quick fix. It's not a you post a recipe today, tomorrow you go viral. It's not a you start today, tomorrow you're at 10,000 followers. Be 1,000 followers for a year. It doesn't mean you are a failure. It doesn't mean you're not doing anything right. It doesn't mean that people are ahead of you. It doesn't mean go and envy other people who are doing well. You can start with somebody right now and the person would go way above you. It doesn't mean start envying the person. It doesn't mean you are a failure. Focus on what you can control. That is your authenticity. You can control your consistency. You can control the effort and the quality you put out there. That's what you have control over. You have no control over how many followers you get, how many views you get, how many likes you get. Those things will give you heart problems. I know what I'm talking about. Those things will give you. When I began to understand that and realize that there's nothing I can do about it. I can put all the effort. I can create high quality content and post it. If the algorithm on the platform says I'm not pushing it, there's nothing I can do. Unless maybe I want to do paid advertising or sponsored post. So why should I stress myself about if I post it, is it going to get views, is it going to get likes, will people even want to watch it? I don't know what will happen. You don't know till you post it. Some of the videos that I posted that went viral, I didn't know it would go viral. Some of them, because I've been doing this for a while and I know certain patterns and certain content that do well, I know that, oh, this content will do well, but I don't know to which extent. I don't know how many people like it, how many people will save it. I don't have control over that. So how I have control over is I'm going to create content that I know people would want to see. I'm going to show up, I'm going to be authentic, I'm going to give value. Those things I have control over. I'm just going to be patient and show up. That is all. So please, if you're coming into this industry, if you're coming to start food blogging, I'm going to tell you that you need a whole lot of patience. Just because you see people winning, just because you see people working with big brands, people buying things, people buy creating studios, doesn't mean that those people had it easy. Doesn't mean it was an overnight thing. For some of these people, they've been saving for these things for years. If you're just starting today and you want to be like someone who has been doing this for years, has been doing this for 10 years, has been doing this for 2 years, 3 years, you're going to put unwarranted pressure on yourself. So please be patient, trust the process, invest in yourself, be authentic, show up. The 100 followers that you have, engage with them. And trust me, eventually, I always say this, like, just trust the process. Eventually, things will start looking up. But you need to be patient. Imagine, let me give you a scenario. Let's say that it is your 100th post that would go viral. You have posted 10 times. You have 90 times to go. Like, you don't know the post that will go viral. You don't know whether it's going to be your 100, your 200 post. All you have to do is keep posting and just, keep trusting the process, keep working hard. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. These 3 things. First, you need to learn. Education is key. Secondly, you need to, start with what you have and trust the process. Thirdly, you need a lot of patience if you want to be a content creator and generally in any field that you are. I hope these tips were helpful. I'm going to share the part 2 of this video next week. So till another time, is bye.